down out of so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. Do my own. Not gonna lie, some of these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to lie, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap. Got a big Benz like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with a no, it's top notch. I got that chicken to go. A lot of these. Life. We the ones don't like. What you look like? Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get fuck you with to groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. Derek ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. King of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it for FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that chicken to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No call. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They run. This is Cohen. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
On the ground, this is Jackson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Rudolph throwing on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On first down, Black being chased out left. And some room to maneuver. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw on second down, Black. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First catch on that one for Kelce, and it's a first down. Throwing on first down, Black. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On first and 10, Black. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Hop. That's caught inside the 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. From the gun, Black. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good. So good, he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still, a lot of guys to account for.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Flex round. Ohio.
Operating from the gun. Black. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Flex round.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Watch him now, Barney.
On the run, this is Jackson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Lucky 56. Gun. All right, now, lucky 56.
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. Looking long for Westbrook. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on that.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Rudolph looking to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 42 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antic.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. This is Cohen on the toss. And he's got room. Dancing away at the 30. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back. And it'll be third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Black. Got an open man. It's Rattler. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DeAndre Hopkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll fake it. Now Rudolph rolling to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target. And it's third down. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around. Not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get it back in form.
Able to find Harris, complete. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They go play action here on first down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to the air on second down. Black. Caught left side, Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. On first down, Black. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down. Back to throw. Black. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw on second down. Black. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll run it with Jackson, and he stopped immediately there. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Rudolph. Oh, he's got a little daylight. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Jackson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Rudolph. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jurrell Casey in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Black. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. After the interception, here's Rudolph. Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Bawden, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. Parkey adds the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Going for the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Glennon. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Glennon. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
They're going to try and throw. This is caught by Jackson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Glennon now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to throw. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Glennon now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
To throw on 2nd down, Black. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Black uncorks one for Davis. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kamale Correa able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Black. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Back now at Ford Field. On 1st and 10, Black throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Black. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Hopkins, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bears will extend their lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed, that's the spark they were looking for.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll drop to throw. Glennon hit. He loses the football. It's out. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drop.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Out to his left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Damian Ratley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Sturgis for the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though,
Yeah.
because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Detroit! Detroit!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, got three. Ohio!
From the gun, Black. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Black got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Damian Ratley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And it's up and good. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports. after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Conley's got it over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing.
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
That one looks like he'll throw here. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll look to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep down. That's caught inside the 20. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield, complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Parkey with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looked like he was able to get it back. Yes, he was. So a big return, nearly derailed by a fumble, but they will indeed get it 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
action. Black looking deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.